Morning, everybody. It's 5:30 in the morning. Day starts early around these parts. Wish you all the best. Today's car chat of My Thoughts Not Yours is a breaking away from the Matrix. Taking the red pill. And I promise you, this is not what you think it's going to be. I've thought this way for a long time. One of the best things and worst things about running your own show is you get to make all your own decisions, for the most part, which I very much enjoy doing. I get to decide who I work for. I get to decide how much I work for. I get to decide how much risk I'm willing to take to work for people. And having done this for 40 years now, and having run my own show for almost 30 of those, I have made and lost, this is not an exaggeration, millions and millions of dollars. When I make a bad decision on something, and I have made hundreds of them, and I have certainly made 5 or 6 really bad decisions that have cost me a lot of money. And one of the interesting things, or how I look at it, is people ask often, what would you do different? I'm like, nothing. It's a stupid question, because those mistakes are where I learned the most about myself, about other people, about how the world works, all that sort of stuff. And so, I trusted some people to do the right thing. They didn't do the right thing. And, either stiffed me for hundreds of thousands of dollars or put me in a position where I was risking millions of dollars. And it cost me a couple mil to get out from those responsibilities that I incurred as a result of my decision making. I'm not writing $1 million checks or anything like that, but over the course of several years to get myself out of the yoke that I put myself in, it costs millions of dollars to do that. Anyway, all that to say that I am grateful to have made all those decisions. I don't regret any of them, even though they've been hard and difficult, and I have discovered what I am capable of. In many respects, I have found out that I'm the one that, as you hear all the day, every day, no one's coming to save you. You are responsible for your own life. There have been moments where I've absolutely felt like the victim. And then sort of snap out of that and fix my life. And I hope you all get to experience those similar feelings, maybe not the same situations, because some of those situations were awful. That's what life is taking bad situations that either you've created or participated in making them, and fixing them. And I have discovered from my own experience that I can fix a lot of things. And that I can do just about anything. And, as I say here often, the government is not your friend. In fact, you should avoid them at all costs, because they will try to ruin your life. But the Matrix thing, I have discovered, if you want to break the Matrix, if you want to take the red pill, you need to understand that money is meaningless. Doesn't mean that money's not important. It doesn't mean that you don't need it. It means that it's meaningless. So many people base their life, their worth, their decision making on money and not on relationships. Those are what matter. The relationships that you make as you sort of navigate this crazy life that we're all a part of. Those relationships are what matter. And too many people find out too late that they've treated it in reverse, and that relationships don't matter. All that matters is money. And we've certainly seen for the last 4 or 5 years now that money can be created out of nothing by governments, right? Like, we're billions of dollars in debt, to whom I don't know exactly. You know, they talk about the interest payments. Who are we borrowing from? People that, or, you know, world banks that create money as well? Like, it just seems. Anyway, that's my point, is that money is meaningless. It should not be the tuning fork of your life. And you shouldn't be, every decision you make should be, well, how does this affect me monetarily? It should be, how does this affect the relationships of the people that are important to me? If you want to, you know, get out of it, there's a reason, in my opinion anyway, that the matrix is green. Why isn't it orange or red or blue or yellow? It's green, right? All that, you know, symbols, or when they look at the matrix, it's because it's all about money. Money controls this world, and yet it is so meaningless. It's if you take some time to dive into that and think about that, what that really means. We devote so much of our time and expertise to making it and spending it, and yet it has such a hold on us. And I'm no different. I just try to look at it through a different lens. This, at the end of the day, should not be the map at which I try and run my life. And of course, it's, you know, lots of people say, well, it's easy for you to say that if, you know, you've been successful. And you know, that I'm not blind to that lens of my life, but I mean, I need money as much as anybody. I do have, you know, 5 children, and I'm far from independently wealthy. I certainly have provided a wonderful life for my family and for myself, but and worked hard to do that. But I think that's a lesson that I've learned after doing this for, you know, 40 years. I've been doing it longer than most of you Chachis on this thing, according to my own statistics that have been alive. That the matrix is money. And if you can sort of find a place where you don't have to chase it, where you understand how it's important to your life, but should not define your life. That's what I think. And the farther that you can go sort of down into that discovery of that truth, I think the better your life can be. The better quality of life you can have, the better relationships that you can have, and the better you can sort of judge people as you sort of meander through here. What's important to them? Is it money or relationships? If it's relationships, then that's someone that you should sort of attach yourself to. Anyway, as always, those are my thoughts, not yours. And I, you know, of course, didn't mention it and forgot to do it, but be brave now. Be brave, be bold, change your life, start today. You can do it. I believe in you. Reach out if you have to. That's it. Car chat.